allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
Greetings, reporting to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. We have an exciting story this evening. Last week, the Milwaukee Bucks and Orlando Magic had decided to boycott the NBA Final in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Players from both teams are choosing not to play in the NBA Finals because of the shooting that recently occurred. The person shot was Jacob Blake, a 29-year-old African American. Blake was shot on August 23rd by the police in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The shooting was captured on video and it sparked protests across the U.S. Blake was unarmed and was shot in his back and is now paralyzed from the waist down. The NBA is now taking a stand against police injustice. Though they cannot join the protests, NBA players decided not to play in the NBA Finals to bring attention to their cause. At this point, not only had the Bucks and Magic decided not to play, but the entire NBA had decided to call off games to bring attention to this injustice. In the world of sports, boycotting appears to be a new trend, and with the magnifying glass on the police, I suspect that this will be a long string of boycotts to come. I personally believe in their cause and stand against systemic racism. No people should ever have to feel oppressed living in the United States. We are all equal. Black Lives Matter. Thank you for your attention. This is Alejandro Navarro reporting from Phoenix, Arizona.
Football started this weekend. The Cardinals played on Sunday and beat the 49ers by 4 points. DeAndre Hopkins, the Cardinals' new wide receiver and the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL right now, caught 14 of 16 passes for over 151 yards during that game.
Murray to the sideline. There's Hop. Four-man rush from Murray as he fires to Hopkins, and he's finding DeAndre.
Winnipeg Blue Bombers, who once quarterbacked by the great Dieter Brock.
Off play action on first down. It's Kyler Murray back to work, and there's DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th catch of the day. Screen on third down. Murray, pressure coming. Open is Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins with running room inside the 10. Hopkins inside the 5. Touchdown. Arizona back on top.
On Thursday, the Cincinnati Bengals will be playing the Cleveland Browns at Cleveland. And the Cardinals are going to play the Washington football team on Sunday. And the game of the week, the Seattle Seahawks against the New England Patriots at 5:20 on Sunday. It'll be a really good game. We'll see how that goes.
Checking up on the NBA playoffs, the Lakers beat the Rockets and are going on to play against either the Clippers or the Nuggets that have the three series right now. And the Boston Celtics beat Toronto and are playing against the Miami Heat in the semifinals. Baseball is also back on. The Diamondbacks played on Sunday against the Mariners and lost 7-3. The Mariners absolutely crushed the Diamondbacks in that game.
Pure, my third grade teacher and my favorite. So I'm going to ask her some questions for INN. So first of all, how is it teaching online? Do you miss your kids, and how do you like the new system?
It's going really well, I think. You still get to see them. I do miss being in a classroom with kids, but we're kind of trying to make it as much of a community as possible online. I do, though you know that I love having those moments that we're just in the classroom. It's like we just get to be funny or silly together with your student, and that you can't really have one-on-one so much online.
As an activist involved in BLM, Red for Ed, and many others, how has COVID affected you?
It's been tricky. there's not as much obviously that you can do in public. We were discussing how I did try and get out there as much as possible during the protests for Black Lives Matter. I did at a certain point just become a little bit too concerned about safety with that, but I turned to phone banking and texting and anything that you could do virtually. So my weekends typically, or my evenings typically do get filled up by phone banking, whether it be for anything having to do with people who are supporting teachers who are running for office. For Black Lives Matter, that's kind of something that I could do in the background to just make some calls, and I've gone on a lot of Zoom calls to learn more about the things that I can do, still being safe at home, but but still being involved.
Finally, what do you think would be the best approach to getting kids back on the campus? When do you think we should?
This is so tricky because this is such a hot subject right now, this hot topic. But I think that what has to happen is we just need to be given a bit more time. I think that's going to be kind of the key word here because it takes time to build to get ready for the school year in every way, especially when we've already gotten ready for the school year in EDL form and then coming back to school in a very safe manner. We need time to, number one, for the teachers to feel comfortable and safe with the plan that's been put in place, but then also for us to really rebuild what we'd already started to plan as EDL for in-person learning, but in-person learning that also allows the kids to be 6 feet away from each other and being trained to be following all those safety precautions. So I guess, again, I think that we all just need to take a step back and make sure that we are doing the things that really that matter. And again, it just comes down to we need that time for that to make sure everything is just right.
I totally agree. Thank you, Ms. Keeler, and bye, Aynen.